Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Fit and Fab Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and I hope your Friday is going to turn out even better because it's the weekend is coming. All right. So, today we're talking about how gratitude physically changes your body. Okay. Now, if you've been watching the previous lives that I've done this week, it's all around that gratitude and a little bit of education of what's actually going on in your body physiologically when we are grateful. Because we've all heard people say, if you are grateful for your body will thank you, right? But sometimes when we've got those aches and pains, when it's hard to walk up the stairs or get off the couch, or you've got a constant niggle, or even worse, if you are constantly in pain. And it's one of those things that unless you've experienced it, it's really hard for somebody who hasn't to understand what's going on, because there are quite a few people, more than you'd like to think, that are walking around in pain each and every day, but you wouldn't know it to look at them. Okay. So when you've got that constantly going on, it's hard to be grateful for your body because your body is not feeling very good. Okay. So this is where it can be easier said than done. And I fully get that. The point of this live is, if you are in that position, and look, it doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't matter where you are on the scale, whether you are trying to do something preventative or whether you're right down the other end of the scale and are in constant pain. What I would really hope that you get from this live is something that will just start to make you shift your perspective, you to think a little bit differently. And I'm going to give you some practical tips as well that you can start to implement in your life. Okay? Because when you feel gratitude, okay, it's not just about thinking positive. It actually physically changes the way your brain and your body functions. And when you do it consistently, gratitude can lower stress, it can reduce inflammation, and it can even help you make healthier choices without that willpower, without having to feel like you have to do it. All right, you just feel like doing it because it's more in alignment with how you're feeling. Okay, so there's lots and lots of benefits of practicing gratitude, and this is why so many people bang on about it. But I do know that it can be hard to do. Okay, so I'm going to give you some little tips shortly. I want you guys to just reflect a little bit to start, and just, you don't have to answer out loud, just in your mind. You can put it in the comments if you want to, because I'm sure you're not alone. Like I said, there are more people than you like to think walking around in some sort of physical discomfort. But I want you to just reflect and see if you can remember a time that when you were stressed or when you were not feeling very happy with your body, okay, you felt like, it's not working properly, your energy's low, maybe you're craving a lot of junk food, sugar, whatever. Mine is chips. You're not feeling very good. Maybe you feel like getting healthy might seem a long way away. Okay, it might even seem impossible at times. And one of the reasons why we get into those slumps is because the stress of everyday life and the negativity that the stress causes and that we're feeling, it is changing our brain's chemistry. Okay, but you can change that. Gratitude can actually reverse that, okay? Because every time you feel genuine gratitude, not just do the lip service and say, I'm so grateful for my body, and sort of try and smile through clenched teeth, you don't feel it, Okay, the law of attraction, the law of vibration especially, tells us that you have to feel it. So you have to feel grateful. So if feeling grateful about your body is a long stretch and is like, nah, there's no way that's possible, then feel grateful about something else. Because your body, your subconscious, unconscious, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't know the difference between what you're focused on. Okay, if you're focused on someone that you love and you're grateful for them in your life, you feel that gratitude. It doesn't know the topic. Okay, it doesn't know the point of focus. So this is where, if feeling grateful for your body is so far away that it's not even possible for you to do, you can't even think about it, that's okay, because you then feel grateful about something else, something that is easy to feel grateful for. Your body will still do the exact same thing. It will release the serotonin and the dopamine, the two feel-good chemicals that we have that improve our mood, that reduce stress, and that can even help with the pain relief. Okay, because your gratitude, it also lowers cortisol. So that's the stress hormone that is, one of those underlying factors that contribute to weight gain, that contributes to inflammation. All right, too much stress in our body causes inflammation, and then inflammation is the root of pretty much everything that's wrong in our bodies. Okay, so if you can feel grateful about anything, this is the thing. I want you guys to really hear this. Feel grateful about something that you feel grateful about. If you're thinking about your body or your money or your relationships and they don't do it for you, find something else in life that makes you feel grateful. Okay, and if you're still struggling, find something to appreciate. You guys are good at that. You will be able to do that. And this is where it's about taking these baby steps and doing something, because something is good. Doing something that is moving you in the right direction is good. Baby steps is going to make it more sustainable. All right, when we go in thinking, right, I'm going to be really rigid, I've got to do this at this time for this long, and stop what I'm doing and jump into it. For some people that can work. For others it's too rigid and we feel like we have to do it, and anytime we feel like we have to do something, we put up that big resistance. Okay, so make it something that you do on a regular basis, small amounts of time, even if it's for 30 seconds, multiple times a day. When you're outside and you're noticing the trees, be grateful that you are in a place that has beautiful trees. Okay, could be in the desert where there's no trees. If it's sunny, be grateful for the sunshine. The vitamin D, it's so good for us. The sun, it's the solar power, it dries the clothes, it does so many things, it helps the plants grow. If it's raining, be grateful for the rain, because we need the rain. We can't live without water. So it doesn't matter what your focus of is, if you feel that genuine gratitude. So I'm hoping that is making sense for you, because I think that is the biggest secret that I can share with you. Okay, you don't have to be grateful for the thing. Like, if you want to be grateful for your body and you're not feeling it, feel grateful about something else, because that is still going to work. Your brain is still going to release the hormones and your body is still going to get the benefit of it. All right. Good morning, Claire Williams. Lovely for you to be here, sweetheart. Thank you. All right. Now, the other thing that's going on when you are grateful is you are activating your reticular activating system, your RAS. Now, your RAS decides what is important and it filters out the rest. Okay, this is why when we put our focus on something that we want, I don't know, if we decided that we wanted to go on a holiday to Vietnam, then all of a sudden we're seeing all these things that remind us of Vietnam, or we're seeing ads on TVs for holidays, or it's your RAS is the thing that filters out and lets in the information that you're focused on, because we've got so much. We are bombarded literally by millions and millions of bits of information every moment of every day. So your RAS helps filter, okay, what comes in, what you pay attention to, what you see, what you don't see. Now, when you are feeling grateful, your RAS is then going to be like a little puppy and find more things for you to feel grateful for. Okay? So if you are, and it can be anything, it doesn't even have to necessarily be around your body. It's anything that will perpetuate that feeling of gratitude. All right? Now, with your RAS and how it works when it comes to your body, if you are constantly thinking things like, I'll never lose weight, or my body is working against me, it's got some sort of conspiracy theory, or my body's broken, or I'm always in pain, or whatever it is in that sort of framework, your RAS is going to give you more evidence to support what you're thinking, because that's what it has to do. Okay, it's like a little puppy playing fetch. It has to prove you right. And so that's why if we get into that funk and we keep thinking this is so hard and I can't eat healthy and whatever is going on in our heads, then your RAS is going to give you evidence to support that. And that then makes the progress even harder. It feels harder. Okay, so this is where, when you understand how your body works, how your brain works, you don't have to be a neuroscientist or anything like that, but understanding this little part about it means that then if it's true for the negative stuff, it has to be true for the positive stuff as well. So if you start to train your brain to focus on what is good about your health, you're going to notice ways to feel better, to eat better, to move more without really putting in a lot of effort, okay? The effort is when you start to notice, I keep, it's hard and I have to go on a diet and I don't want to, and all that sort of chatter. When you notice that chatter, this is where you've got to be aware and go, oh, okay, well, that's not going to help me move where I want to be. Find something that you can appreciate about your body, okay? Something, my heart is beating, it breathes, my legs do carry me to where I need to go. Find something that you can be appreciative about your body. And it may be hard in the beginning, but this is where you've got to make that decision. And I've talked about decisions before. When you make that decision that, right, this is the line in the sand, I don't want to keep things going the way they've always been. And the only way that you're going to change things from continuing to be the way they've been is deciding to do something differently. So this is where you've got to make that decision to go, right, I am going to not listen to the talk in my head that says there is absolutely nothing to love about my body. You can even, talk about your hair or your eyes, or I'm so grateful that my eyes, I can see, I can hear, I can taste things. My body does process food. Find something, okay? All right. So let's get into some more practical steps, though, of how you can use gratitude for your better health. So leading on, so if that really was one of the steps, is find something. So instead of focusing on what your body isn't doing, shift your focus to what it can do, okay? And it's doing something because you are still alive, moving around on this earth, okay? So whether it's breathing, whether it's walking, whether it is digesting food, pumping blood around your body, okay? Healing from a cold. There is something that you will be able to find to appreciate about your body if you go looking for it. And the more you go looking for it, the more you are training your RAS to focus on the things that it is doing well rather than the things that it's not doing well. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right, second one. Take that moment before you have your next meal. Now, if anyone's very religious, they will already do this because they say grace, okay? You don't have to be religious to be grateful for having food in front of you. So before you have your next meal, just pause for 10 seconds. You know, I'm so grateful for this food. I'm so grateful that it's going to nourish my body. It's going to energize me. I'm so grateful just to be able to have food on my plate. It doesn't have to be anything massive. You don't have to go into some long speech or anything like that. You don't have to make it religious if you're not religious. It is a simple gratitude and appreciation. And studies have actually shown that gratitude before eating can actually improve your digestion, and it can help you make better food choices without forcing willpower. Okay? When you sit in front of a meal and you think, oh, this is so, this is going to do so much good for my body, whether it is or not is sort of, whether let me start this again. There was a point in my life where I dead set believed that eating a pizza, every time I ate a pizza, I would wake up the next day feeling great, and I would have lost weight. That was my belief. Now, if you go to any person who knows anything about food or doesn't even know anything about food, the normal status quo on that, or whatever you want to say, it's like eating pizza does not equal losing weight, okay? That's sort of the standard that people accept. However, I believe the complete opposite. So I would eat pizzas and I would lose weight. Okay, because it's not. This is where it's such an incredible sort of concept on what we believe and how that affects us. You will see people who smoke all their lives and never get lung cancer because they enjoy smoking. All right. Now, I'm not saying go and eat pizzas and go and smoke. What I'm saying, what I want to point out to you is that how you feel about what you're consuming does matter. Okay? So pay attention to how you feel before you have something. If you want to have a dessert or a piece of cake or a chocolate, have it because you want it and you enjoy it. Don't have it because, oh my God, I shouldn't be having this and I feel really bad, because then you're going to feel really bad after eating it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It will be different in your body. It will feel different in your body. Okay? All right. I might get a few comments about that, but I hope you're understanding it's the feeling and the vibration that is really important. And when you start to do this on a regular basis, I know for me that I don't feel like eating that sort of stuff. I'm not really a sweet tooth, but I love chips and I love deep fried stuff and all of that. And I made the decision only recently that I'm going to start cutting a lot of that out and start eating healthy again, because my clothes are starting to get a little bit tight and I don't want that to keep going down that path. And by doing all of these different things that I'm talking about, and especially having that gratitude mindset and what I'm eating and not feeling like I'm depriving myself or missing out on anything. When I was at work yesterday, somebody brought in a big bag of chips, with all the little individual packets, and put them on the table for everyone to eat. I didn't even feel like having it, and I didn't feel like I was missing out either. Okay, so this is where shifting your mindset and the way you perceive things is so incredibly powerful. It wasn't that I was sitting there thinking I can't have it. I actually truly didn't want it. Okay, and that's what I mean when you make different choices without the willpower driving it. All right. Okay. So the last one that I want to share with you as a tip on what on ways to get that gratitude happening is to, instead of saying I hope I get healthier, you want to talk about your health and how you feel as if it's already happened. So instead of I hope I get, which is a future sort of thing, you say it like I am so grateful for my strong, vibrant, healthy body. You say it as if it already is. Okay. And this is where you use your imagination. Forget about reality. Reality is not not always great. Get your imagination involved, really get into that space. And again, this isn't something that has to take a lot of time. You can sit there and you can close your eyes and you can say, I'm so grateful for how I feel in my body. I'm grateful that I am able to move. I'm grateful that I have energy. Regardless of what your current reality is, this is where you need to use that power of the law of attraction, the law of vibration, getting into that future sort of pacing scenario where you're feeling how you want to feel as if it is real. And what will happen? You're raising your vibration, you're activating all that dopamine, serotonin because it feels good, and your RAS is going to start finding proof to support that belief, to support what you're saying. All right? But you've got to do this on a regular basis. You can't just try it once and think, oh, no, that didn't work. I'm still, I'm still unhealthy. I'm still in pain. You have spent however many years, months, decades of being one way that has gotten to you to how you are right now. So to turn that around, it's going to take a minute. Okay, so be patient with yourself, and awareness is the key. All right. Start to become aware of when you've got those feelings of, oh, it's hopeless, or when you're saying things to yourself that are not supporting that good feeling. Become aware of it, switch it around. And then if you fall back into the whole negative cycle, that's okay. Just go, oops, because you recognized it, congratulate yourself for recognizing it, and then do something different. All right. So I hope this is helping you. I hope there's something out of this that you can take away, that it's at least getting you to start to think a little bit differently. If I can plant some seeds to get you guys thinking a little bit differently, that will then eventually get you to taking steps. That is a good thing. All right. Okay. So as I close out, I want you to remember that your body is listening to your thoughts. So the more gratitude you give it, the more it will work with you instead of against you. So try some of these things that I've said. See how you feel. If you've got other things that you do that is working for you, pop them in the comments because it might inspire somebody else as well. All right, everyone, have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. And next week, I'm going to be back Monday, and we're going to be talking more about the blocks that we've got going on and identifying them and what we can do about it. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.